Hello there, and welcome to 5 First Impressions, a series where I take a look at 5 games that I recently played for the first time and give you a short review. First up, we have Blob Party, which was described to me as reverse just one, and that's pretty much exactly it. In just one, you are trying to give clues that do not match so they don't get eliminated. In Blob Party, you are trying to match other people intentionally to become one team. So, for example, the clue might be location and money. You write down bank. You will join the team of anyone else that also wrote down the word bank. And the game continues until everyone becomes one team, or one blob. It actually comes with little modeling clay that you merge together. It's unnecessary but adorable. So I give it an 8 out of 10. That is Blob Party. Next up we have Nefarious, which is a small worker placement game from the designer of Dominion. And what makes it interesting is that you get 2 different rule cards each game. So there's some potential for some bad combos, but also there's probably some really good combinations out there as well. I think the ones that we got were just okay, and that might have affected my opinion, but nonetheless, I still felt that it was lacking something. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Again, with that caveat that there might be some rule combinations that would score a little bit higher and also maybe some that score a little bit lower. Next up here, we have Roll for the Galaxy, which is the dice version of Race for the Galaxy. And I did enjoy this better than Jump Drive, which was another spin-off in the same line, but it almost felt a bit too easy to do things. There's a lot of ways to mitigate your dice rolls and turn them into wilds and manipulate stuff like that. And I kind of like how Race for the Galaxy makes it difficult to pull off some strategies. Granted, Race for the Galaxy has a higher learning curve, but there's something about the elegance of how Race for the Galaxy plays that is missing from the other variants. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Still pretty fun. That is Roll for the Galaxy. Next up here we have This Game is Killer, which sounds and looks like it would be a hidden trader game. It is not, thankfully. I'm not a huge fan of semi-co-op or hidden trader games. Instead, in this game, you are trying to avoid the alien, which is the game itself. You're wandering around a spaceship, taking different actions, and trying not to end up in the same room that the alien shows up in. So, pretty fun, pretty tense, and I did enjoy it. It might have a few too many rules, if that makes sense, but I can still give it a 7 out of 10. That is, This Game is Killer. Last here we have Word Domination, which is an interesting game of word-building espionage. At least that's what it sells itself as. So you are trying to spell words and placing agents out on tiles with a little bit of area control. And if you place 2 of your tokens on a tile, you get to claim that letter. There's also some special power tiles. This is another one where it felt like there were a lot of rules, but maybe the instructions just weren't very clear. Still, I did enjoy it. I give it a 6 out of 10. Keep in mind, I'm not the biggest word game fan, so that, for me, is a pretty high score for a word game. If you enjoy word games, I'd imagine it would be higher. So those are my thoughts on these 5 games. Let me know yours in the comments, and I'll see you in another Board Games, Bricks, and Hobbies video. Take care.